Some people believe food comes from the supermarket. I'm not one of them.
Stay tuned till the end of the video for instructions on how to win one of these awesome Catch Cook t-shirts.
What are you on? Are you my brother? Are you ready for a big day? Yes, we are. Ready.
Okay, so last time I was out on Zulik, we were out at the Marlin Pump and I caught the biggest yellowtail on board. So let's hope we have a repeat of that today.
Absolutely.
We're on the way to the flock pump. We hope for the best. We're going to see some yellowtail. So let's see what happens. My mumbak is up off for today. I told you today is the day of the big fish. The best day on the sea. We've had it a long time. The water is good, not a big swell. We've got a good current on the bank. Yellowtail biting slowly, but we're getting there.
This is a mixture of sardine and octopus leg. All wrapped up nice and fresh. Any day on sea is better than a day in the office, guys. What a fish! Well done, Simone.
What you got? Pike and Hey guys, remember to limit your catch, don't catch your limit.
My first skipping lesson, brother.
Yeah, we go fish tomorrow again. You keen?
I'm keen.
Get the guts out of the way.
Today we're going to use some of the yellowtail we caught on the boat and do something completely different. Try and make some puff pastry pies with the yellowtail as a filling. I'm just going to run through the recipe with you and show you how to make those. So I've got another yellowtail fillet here, and I need to cut up the flesh into small cubes. And I'm just trying to take the skin off as carefully as possible using a filleting knife, just actually starting at the one end and just moving along the skin as close as possible to not waste any meat. I've done this before with tuna, where it's actually been much easier to actually pull the skin off. It doesn't seem to be working quite the same here. If you know of an easier way to get the skin off the yellowtail fillet, please comment below, because I'm struggling here and I think that there must be an easier way. So for the pies, you're going to need some puff pastry. So we're going to be using just a roll of ready-made puff pastry. And then you just take some flour and lightly dust the surface you're going to be rolling it out on. So just take a bit of flour and just rub it on the rolling pin and roll it out. Just to add something different, I'm going to take some chili flakes, a third of the dough from the bottom and fold it up, and then fold the other half down, and then just roll it out again, and then just keep kind of folding it in so that you can get the chili flakes worked the dough evenly. All rolled out and kind of even-ish. You want to put that in a piece of cling film and then put it back in the fridge for about 20 minutes. So what I've done so far is I've preheated the oven to 200 degrees. It has to be quite hot for puff pastry, otherwise it doesn't rise.
Available for rental, contact and Marlin Manor, available to rent.
Okay, now we're going to move over to making the filling. You need a blender for this. Today I am going to be using my Thermomix. All the ingredients we're going to need here. So another thing this does is acts as a scale. So if you don't have one of these, use a scale. And then you can measure out 400 grams of yellowtail, but you can use any white fish that's been cubed. Put that aside. Coriander leaves, just make sure you've washed it well. The zest of 1 lime, finely grated, goes in there. The juice of 1 lime, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 chili, a tablespoon of olive oil, a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. That's done. Okay, and then once it's poured over, you just give this a good stir. And you're going to set this aside for a while. And what's going to happen here is that the lime juice that's in the recipe is going to start cooking the fish like ceviche. And that's also why you don't need to pre-cook this fish before putting it inside the pie, because the lime juice is going to act like a cooking agent in the recipe anyway. To lightly flour the surface of this. It does help put some flour on the rolling pin as well. Try keep this dough in a square. I am cheating and just cutting mine into a square. Basically taking a knife and cut this into a square, more or less. The rest of the dough I'll then roll out again and repeat the process. So we've cut this into 2. Take the filling and you place it in kind of half. You have to leave like 1 centimeter around each side. Okay, next you take some egg wash, like 1 beaten egg. Kind of brush the sides that you've left open here. That's just going to make pastry stick when you fold it over. Get it all the way up. This is kind of your glue that holds your pie together. Fold it over. You take a fork and you kind of just crimp the edges down, just so that any filling doesn't come out. So there you've got your 2 fish puff pastry pies. Egg wash it all on top. And And these are ready to go into the oven, and then I'm going to use this leftover dough and just repeat the process to make 2 more. Here we go.
It's good, yeah?
Oh, this is divine. The fish with the coriander. That is so good.